I only started using Linux full time recently, and I've dabbled with it before, but the one thing I've always struggled with is the terminal. It can feel like a completely different language. I ran a poll recently and it seems like others think the same, with many people saying the terminal is one of the hardest parts to get your head around. The truth is, spending time there is one of the best things I have done to really understand how Linux works. So in this video, I'm starting a proper Linux course to build that confidence and share what I learned with you along the way. So who is this video for? Well, there's three personas who this is aimed at. First off are the Windows users who are thinking of switching but are worried, especially about the terminal. This is for you, and I will show you how you can test Linux command line without even leaving your Windows PC. You will need to know how to access the BIOS on your computer though. The second persona are those who are already on Linux, but still a little confused about the terminal. We can both go on that journey together, and hopefully we'll both be more confident with the Linux command line. And the third persona are all of the experts who hang out here. It would be great if you could follow along and pop your tips and tricks in the comments below to help all of us noobs. You have been doing this throughout my journey so far, and I am truly thankful. Okay, so the first thing I wanted to show you is Windows. Ew. Just kidding. If you're still on Windows and thinking of switching, then this will be really useful for you. One thing is you will need to know how to enable virtualization in your BIOS. If you play games with kernel level anti-cheat, then you will need to turn virtualization back off in the BIOS once you are done. Find out what your motherboard model is and then search for how to enable virtual machines in BIOS on, and then just enter your motherboard model. So here's what to do next. You're on Windows and you want to try Linux. Now there is a really easy way to do it, whether you're on Windows 10 or Windows 11. You go down into the Microsoft Store and you basically search in here for Linux, and then basically let's get that one, Ubuntu. Might as well do Ubuntu, it's the top one there. Okay, now it's installed, let's launch it. There we go. So now we've got to enter our username, so we're going to go it'll ask me for a password. We're going to go type it in again. Updated successfully, blah, 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 there. Boom, now we are in. We'll type clear, look at that. So that's it, as easy as that. So that's how you install Ubuntu on Windows, but it is only the terminal. You don't get the desktop environment, but for the purpose of this video, that's all you're going to need. Okay, a quick heads up, this part of the video is sponsored by Boot.dev, and it is what I'm using to learn Linux in a more structured way. One of the reasons this fits so well with what I am doing on the channel is that Boot.dev actually has a full Linux course. It covers things like the terminal, file systems, permissions, packages, and how the system fits together. That lines up perfectly with the stuff I am trying to understand properly, instead of just picking up bits and pieces over time. The way the course works is very hands-on. You are learning by doing, working through real problems and building confidence step by step. You earn XP and you level up, and the whole thing feels more like a game than a traditional course. That makes it so much easier to stay engaged. The AI and the training grounds play a big part in that. When you hit a topic that feels heavy, you can focus on it through targeted challenges. The bootloader is a great example. It is one of those things you hear about a lot on Linux, but it can feel unclear at first. In the training grounds, that kind of topic can be turned into exercises that help you understand how things work and why it matters. You can repeat those challenges until it starts to make sense in your own way. That style of learning really works well for me because it turns complicated ideas into something that you can actually practice and get comfortable with. I don't read the manual, so this really does help. All of their content is free to read and to watch. The paid plan unlocks the interactive coding, progress tracking, AI help, and the game mechanics, which make it feel like a real learning journey. If you want to check it out, go to boot.dev and use my code LinuxGamerLife to get 25% off the first year on an annual plan. I will have the code on the screen, and the QR code will take you straight there and you can scan that. The link is in the description below. Alright then, hello and welcome to Boot.dev. This is my profile. I've logged in. This is what you get to see. What you will find though is that Boot.dev is really for, well, developers. and it provides you with a full set of courses that will turn you into one of the best developers in the world. I don't know, I just made that up, but yeah. But what I did find when I was looking for courses online was that it has a Linux one. So we're going to do that. Right, okay, learn Linux, let's go. So learning goals is to understand the difference between a shell and a terminal. Wait, what? There's a difference? Learn how to navigate and use the file system using the command line. Learn how to install software using the command line. Understand how to manage your path and environment variables, and learn how how to manage permissions and execute programs. Okay, so we've got an assignment here, which is find and open a terminal on your computer, see instructions below, and type the following command and press enter. Now, obviously I showed you earlier how to install WSL if you're on Windows. What I would suggest is that obviously do it on Windows, do it through WSL if that's what you've got. If you're already on Linux, doesn't really matter what version you're on, just open up your terminal as you would normally, and then you're ready to go. Now, the reason that I'm saying that is if you do it in a VM, you might not be able to copy and paste it into the terminal. And now it says here, I can copy that, so I can just do that. Job done, and we are there. So I would recommend making sure that you're on the same system as the terminal. Anyway, right, okay, so we've done that. Find and open that, type the following command. I didn't type it, don't tell anyone. Do I get docked points if I don't type it? So what happened when you pressed enter? Well, text hello world printed in the terminal console. Let's go. Oh, we got 40 XP. Nice. So next, okay. So what's our assignment? To be fair, oh, this is an interesting one. To be fair, it's usually easier to teach people to use the GUI. So in your terminal, run the following command. I like this little button here because it'll make it a lot quicker. Who am I? Mojo! Right, okay, so we are Mojo, that's cool. New quest, wait, what? New quest, so if we earn 250 XP in the next 24 hours, we'll get a common chest, or 3,000, right, okay, so we're going to accept that one. Nice. What happened when you run the command? The text done was printed, the terminal crashed, my username was printed, there we go. Excellent, so we'll click on next, and as you can see, we're on chapter 1 terminal and shells, and we're doing lesson 2. We're now on lesson 3, which is installing Windows subsystem for Linux if you're on Windows. Now, we've already gone through that. Next, what is a terminal? Okay, this is going to be interesting. As we talked about, the terms shell, CLI, and terminal are often used to refer to the same thing, a program for issuing text-based commands. A terminal, or terminal emulator, is a text-based operating system. Nope, a set of commands that can be used to control your computer. Note is a program that accepts text-based commands and can render text on the screen. Or is it a freshly baked Raspberry Pi? That one. Perfect, another 60 XP, let's go. What is a shell? So if your terminal is just a program that lets you issue text-based commands and renders the output to those commands, what is the program that runs those commands? That is a shell. Okay. Assignment. So in your own shell, in another window, not in the text box on the right, the fact they've had to put that on there is quite funny. We need to type that in, but we're not going to type. We're going to just copy that and go paste. And the number is 131,131,346. So that's expression. So basically that's just going to be a calculator, right? Oh, we got an achievement. Complete 5 exercises. Wait, what? Oh yeah, lesson 5. Nice. Next, okay, variables. This is where things get interesting. I always struggle. So if you're using Ubuntu on WSL, you're probably running a bash shell. If you're using macOS, you're probably running a ZSH shell. If you're running a full Linux, I pray you already know what you're using. So we're going to go and create a variable, which is name equals lane. Right, okay, name equals lane. Using a variable starting a line with the $ symbol is a convention to show it's a shell prompt. Ah. So if we go, I'm going to have to type this one on, because if I copy that, it's going to copy that as well, surely. So if we go echo and then $name, it shows lane. Okay, that makes sense. So for the rest of the course, you'll be a forensic developer hired by a fictional world bank. Okay, cool. To investigate a security breach. Nice. Like most mega corporations, they don't know what they're doing, but they're happy to overpay you to come in so that they can say a third-party expert has reviewed their systems. Turns out you're not an expert, but you're happy to learn on someone else's dime. So why not just jump at the opportunity, right? Anyhow, you'll be using your terminal and shell to traverse files, manipulate text, run programs, and investigate suspicious activity. Nice. So set the following 3 variables in your shell. What if I go like that and do that? Paste. So I'm setting bank name equals World Bank, founded equals 1969, and then CEO equals Jeff Gates. So I'm guessing that's just set the variables. Okay, cool. So we've done that. Write and execute the command that will print the following using echo and the dynamic variables you just set. So we need to echo $bank. I think you can press tab here, can't you? Bank name, yes, excellent. Was founded in $founded by $CEO. Nice, excellent. Paste the entire command that generated the correct output into the text field and submit it. So that's that, isn't it? Submit, is that right? Nice. Oh, I've got a chest. What did I get? What did I get? What did I get? What did I get? 2 pending rewards and achievements. Open chest. Got 4 gems and a seer stone and an achievement. Nice. So I know this already. So history, just type in history, and it gives you a history of everything that you've run. Assignment, in your shell, set 2 variables. I've got to set 2 variables. Oh, it's making me do the work now. Oh, it's not all copy and paste. Well, that's pretty good though. So we need to set a variable of department equals engineering. We need to set one which is team equals ops, and then echo I work in $department on $team. I work in engineering on ops. Nice. We've done that, and now run the history command and paste its full output into the text field, including the variables you set and the final echo command. Okay, so history, and then we're going to go, it's that one, isn't it? It's all of that, I think. Copy, paste, submit. Nice, 101 XP. Let's go. Thanks again for Boot.dev for sponsoring this video and supporting our learning journey. So there you go, Linux gamers. That was Boot.dev's Learn Linux. I hope you found it useful. I certainly have, and the fact that I can go back in and do it again is really, really good, because that's a great way for me to learn. I don't know if that's going to be the same for you guys. Don't forget, pop a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Is this something you're likely to use to help you with your Linux journey? I'm certainly going to go through the whole lot. You could also leave just an emoji down below, just for the sake of engagement. That would be really great. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. You guys take care, and I'll catch you in the next one.